It's not very beautiful. When we looked at the map, and China was like the further country we could ever go, and also there was a way it was secure. I mean, there was no war and it was not too complicated, so it was the Silk Road actually. Looked very good for discovering many things we didn't even think about. Lanzhou.
Il faut que tu filmes aussi.
Hein?
Faut que tu filmes aussi.
Faut que je vlog?
Tu peux vlogger là par exemple.
Quoi?
Tu peux vlogger. We were just discussing about adventure and imagining a huge one. So this one came on the table, and then we felt in love with this idea at this moment that we decided maybe we can try. And
it's not exactly true. I think we say together, imagine someone going to China by land, and then after he said the craziest will be by foot. I was like, oh!
Mais c'est des villages qui doivent être complètement anciens. China Mao Tai, China in sight. Today, we are hiking across China. Et
哦，这走过的地方多了。对。哦。喂，王姐。
It happens quite often, but each time they just want to be sure that we have a place to sleep. This is mainly for our security. It's quite nice from them.
徒步过来的，他们是从新疆徒步，整个徒步过来的。好的，好的 ，OK 啊
OK，
欢迎来中国。
谢谢。OK， 再见，拜拜。They are always super nice. They give us some advice on the road, and sometimes they help us to find a spot to sleep.
We are always a bit impressed with the police, because in France and many other countries, when the police come like this to see you, it's because you've done something wrong. We are not in our country, so we don't know exactly what is going on. We don't usually speak the language. So it's impressive, but now we're getting used to it in China, because we know it's always to make sure everything is going well, and we have no problems, so it's perfect. We told our parents we had just a slight idea. We had like no money, no plan, no nothing. So maybe just one time in my life I will just take all the time I have and enjoy really the time and the space the world has to offer. I just want to taste that. I know it's taking a risk because I quit my job and I quit my flat and I quit everything. But I think it's worth trying, and if it doesn't work, maybe if I had lived that for just 1 month, I think it's worth it.
They were like just a bit scared, so we had to also prove that we are not just crazy. So we built a project to plan everything well.
So we computed the time. We just took the kilometers from our hometown Annecy to Shanghai. Say, okay, it's like 15,000 kilometers. I think on average we walk 35 to 37 kilometers, because it's 45 during the day, but we also rest some days. And the budget is more like 30 euros.
Hey. 你好。
你好，哎。好。
我们是法国人。
哦，法国人啊，法国人。哦，我今天真幸运见了法国人，我跟前没见过。
法国人。
嗯，法国人，嗯。
你好。
多少？ You. Okay.
How?
There are more little shops than in France.
Mm.
We are almost sure that in any small village there will be a shop like this where we can have food and water, so it's very convenient. At the very beginning we didn't really know what it was. We bought and we tried and it was not what we liked. But now we know. You know, we arrive in the shop and we know exactly what to take because we are used to it now.
Yeah,
So,
we've tried many things.
and most of the time they want to take pictures of us.
Yeah.
There might be many pictures of us in Xinjiang and Gansu in the telephones of the people. We were like so amazed by everything because, as we said so far, it was like smooth transition from countries to countries, of course. But still, when we stepped into China from Kogos, which is also a bit specific city because it's like an special economic zone. So we could see, we were like in a very deserted area in Kazakhstan and Xinjiang, but then you see buildings, big, huge buildings. You know, like, what is this? It's China? And, you know, we were amazed by many things. First thing you do is paying by WeChat. You arrive in the hotel, you have a robot to give you stuff, and you're like, okay, this is it. We are in a different world.
Yeah, digital is almost everywhere in China.
Once, like the second day, we were in a restaurant, and you had to scan the QR code on the table to get the menu, but it was specific app, and we didn't have it, and so the time we understand we have to download, and then it's all in Chinese, and we didn't even know, and we ended up like with a super huge plate of chicken with super spicy because we just say, hey, it looks cool, can I have this? And we didn't understand. Maybe they told me maybe it feels too much, but you didn't understand, so we just ended up with a super big plate of chicken, super spicy. I was not able to eat it.
Hello, 你好。
Oh my god！
我徒步到上海。
徒步到上海？
对，徒步。
你这到不了吧？徒步？
徒步。
这离上海好远呢。
从法国徒步。
从法国徒步？
对，你有小红书？
有。
有。
你在上面发过视频吗？
Yeah.
我们遇到主播了！哇！我们遇到主播了！我们遇到主播了！
来吧，行。哎呀，这都是石头线。
好。OK， tout ça。
带上。
谢谢。
平安啊。
OK。
平安啊。
谢谢朋友。
好。
谢谢，再见，拜拜。
有时间来啊。
拜拜，再见。
好。
I think the main information we had about China was from the news also. What we had before on China was the knowledge on Chinese. Who are the Chinese? Who are they? How are they? And what is very nice and why we're doing this is that we can meet many people and we can bring complexity because we meet all kind of people. And so stereotypes cannot happen. We met every kind of people, and what we are very happy about is that we can joke with people and have the same sense of humor, and this we love. And when we can have this connection, then we know we will share the core values of respect and of understanding each other. It's crazy. It looks so big. It looks gigantic. You can see there. There is also this city here. In France, we don't have such views. Là, je me suis rendu compte, c'était peut-être à peu près depuis le passage de la frontière en Chine et tout. J'ai l'impression depuis le passage de la frontière en Chine et tout, genre mon cerveau il a complètement lâché. J'avais plus du tout à me représenter tout ce qu'on a fait à pied. me dire qu'on est venu ici à pied, que ça fait 450 jours qu'on marche et tout. C'est genre... J'ai les cuisses pleines d'acide lactique. C'est un réservoir d'acide lactique. Some days are very hard and some days it's very difficult. One day we wanted to take a shortcut because it saved us like 30 kilometers, which is like more or less one day. But we had to go through a mountain. It was in Xinjiang, and in the south of plain it would be warmer. So we said we have to go south because otherwise the nights would be minus 10 degrees and we don't want that. So we crossed the mountain, but that day was just the day where there was a snowstorm. It rained and it was like super windy, like 80 kilometers wind. So we were at the top of the mountain and it was super windy, so we were like moving, but we were moved by the wind. And it was sometimes a bit dangerous because you know it's quite steep, so if you don't control everything you can fail. We have big bags so we can be deported.
But we use sticks when we are in mountains.
But it was also frozen. But it's never, oh, I want to go home. We are also very eager to go to Shanghai, you know, to reach the end. We think it would be stupid to stop now because it's raining. You know, we just, okay, it's raining today. Today will be a bad day and it will end tonight. We also learned that everything passes. So good moments pass, so you have to enjoy it a lot. But also bad moments will end. And so just wait, it will end.
And often those bad moments are transformed in your memory to the best moments. We always remember those bad days because when you look at the picture and video, they are really fun.
Yeah.
这是名字，中国人的小名。
Which country do you come from?
France.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir. Tu parles français?
Oh oui, and
Oui, mais on est venu de France à pied. Ça fait à pied.
Ça c'est Douyin?
Oh, je vais. Oh, 这个啊，哦，那这个。Est-ce que je peux prendre une photo?
Oui, bien sûr.
Merci beaucoup. Ah, tellement. Merci.
L'autre là-bas, c'est un tout petit.
Oui, oui.
Ni hao.
De la vitamine C.
Ni hao.
Mingtian, Shanma Dian, Kwai. Even tomorrow, at what time do you open?
7点半，
7
7点半。
7 Dian, pas.
Ah.
7h30.
Bon,
C'est bénef, non?
ouais.
Comme ça, on vient prendre du thé et...
On prend un truc en sécune, hein.
Bon, de toute façon, on va venir bouffer ici. Hein.
Ok, sûr.
Ouais, c'est bénef.
Ouais.
我们来明天。
来民间啊，
7点半。
外边宽有多
7点半。可以？
就来这儿。明天7点半。
明天。
大风后摇。
OK，走了。
下边到7点半到8点。
OK。Bye bye. Elle se demande dans sa tête, ils font quoi ce soir?
So what's your plan tonight?
So first food, and then we have to find some trees to be able to camp.
Okay.
Yeah, and we have seen on the maps, we use the satellite views to spot some trees. So
We hope they exist.
yeah.
We'll find it out later.
Okay.
We use a map, and so when we look at the map, we also check the satellite views. So usually at the end of the day, we try to reach a restaurant so we can eat easily. And so most of the time we ask in the restaurant if we can stay here to sleep, if they have I don't know, another room behind. It's quite easy to find the spot. You just have to ask and talk. We've slept a lot of time in gas station.
Or rest area for truck drivers.
Yeah.
Usually there is this, but there were some parts where there was absolutely nothing. So we camped.
When we know that there is no accommodation in the evening, we can carry a lot of water, and we have a small stove to cook. So we make really easy cooking. So we just boil water and do instant noodles. But it's perfect for those moments.
Tu penses quoi?
Hein?
Tu veux faire quoi?
Bah, trouver un petit chemin qui traverse.
Ouais. On prend ça et on va voir.
Ouais.
Bah, je sais pas, je questionne.
Hein?
Il y a une pierre tombale.
So now it's time to set up the tent.
The tree and the leaves, it will keep the warm. So the difference between the temperature from the night and the day will not be too different. Whereas if you go in a field, open air, the difference is very high. And when the difference is high, then your tent gets wet.
And now we just have to bring the mattress out and inflate it, and it will be almost done.
You see, we're just like 500 meters, 1 kilometer away. It's not that far. So it's not very complicated. Actually, it's super simple to find a place to sleep every night. And as you can see, it's like quite comfortable. We're very fine by that. So it's no big issue.
Okay.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you.
How it goes?
We'll go back to the supermarket. And they should be open by now, so
Yeah.
we can go there, eat something, have hot water. And so then we'll be perfect to set off.
你好，朋友。
你好。
那边把饭给你做好了。
OK。你有黑水？
有。
有。谢谢。Ça a l'air intéressant.
你们买好了，我那儿做的饭，给做的早餐，完了到我那边吃早餐，买东西买好，我给准备早餐。走吧。
Ok.
Où ça?
Vous connecte pas.
Attends.
23。
À Shaofeng.
那边吃。
So?
走吧。
Ok.
来，你买好了就过来。
谢谢。再见，拜拜。
Ok. Ok.
谢谢。
不客气啊，来中国。
Qu'est-ce que c'est? Mais qu'est-ce que c'est?
C'est un.
在坐这儿吃。
Plaisir. Ouais, l'autre jour, il m'a servi un truc, c'était comme de la polenta. Chichi.
Ouais, ça ressemble beaucoup de polenta.
让我吃这个，吃馒头。
OK.
这就是我们中国人啊，这是早餐。
We were not surprised. When she offered breakfast, we were not very surprised because many people offer stuff we didn't ask for because they think it can help us and actually it can help us. So we're very grateful for that.
it symbolizes a lot for us. It's a small gesture from them, but it means a lot. We love those moments because we try local dishes, people are happy to help us. Yeah, it happens many times, more than what we thought before leaving.
你们是法国人，欢迎你们来到中国。啊，非常荣幸，有缘分，这辈子有缘分啊，来到我们这儿。你们徒步在西安，啊，徒步在西安，好，是吧？好吃吗？好吃。
好吃，好吃。
好吃啊。这个我想问一下，你们是有钱的？压这个。哦，我想问一下，你们有钱的早上起来吃这个吃这个，那要是没钱的吃什么？
We are not at home, so we need to buy things for breakfast. But people living at home can cook their own breakfast.
哦，那个有钱没钱的都吃这个。
Yes, it's not very expensive, so everyone can eat it at breakfast. They usually also drink coffee or tea with that. Hein? Tu l'as dit déjà?
就像那电视剧里头，你们这儿的农村和我们这儿农村一样不一样？但是住的地方，
C'est pas good.
有人打麻将不打？啊，
没有。
没有。
Pagoda, 没有mahjong.
那你们娱乐玩什么？
We play card.
这个。
玩这个。
牌。
玩牌。有钱没有？这个
No.
没有。
It's good because we don't always have either the energy or the vocabulary to go into those conversations with everyone we meet. Also, we're not sure they are interested in. So we, for example, it doesn't cross our mind to show our village to the people we meet if they don't ask. So it's good because it shows that she's interested in knowing a bit the difference a bit better, and when we can exchange about that, we can also find out that it's not that much different if we compare very closely in some places, and it's always a very subtle feeling to feel that there is similarities between two completely random places in a completely different part of the world, and we can just exchange that, hey, it's not that different. 好了，我们走，走了。
C'est propre mon potin.
Non, ça se voit pas trop en vrai.
Ah, ok, chichi.
谢谢，
拜拜。
再见。
再见。Hop. faut pas que son ragoût là, de maïs il nous il draine trop.
Mais je sais que depuis Deng Xiaoping en 78, je crois, quelque chose comme ça, ils ont réautorisé les agriculteurs à faire les trucs pour eux-mêmes et à garder le bénéfice pour faire leurs trucs. Et depuis, bah, là, c'est sorti patenté.
Ouais. Savez-vous qu'est-ce qui pousse dans ce cerf?
一直到这里10文种的是什么？羊肚卷。
Attends.
羊肚卷，这个字不对。
Attends. Tu peux payer?
卷种的卷。
The translator says it's je sais plus comment dire, lump, like meat. We think it's maybe one of the most interesting part of the trip because you see the real side of the country. Those villages, they don't have a real interest when you are a tourist for 2 weeks in China, but so many people are living there.
现在还没有出来。
是蘑菇。
啊，蘑菇跟蘑菇是一样的，
嗯
是一种食用菌。
OK，好，谢谢。OK，谢谢。There are a lot of farmers, so thanks to what we see, we can understand a bit more how the economy works in China, where they grow corn, where they produce those things. It's helped us a lot to understand the country in its globality.
And we understand that people want us to experience what they think is the better of China, so maybe the more modern city. And as always, modernity always comes first to city. But even if it's more comfortable, there is, we think, a bit more Shao in the villages. And so we can feel something from China in those places. And I think it's the same in every country. That's, for example, the same in France. If you travel in France and only go to Paris or 2-3 big cities, of course, it's a big part of French culture, but you will learn much more about France if you just go to 3 random unknown villages and meet the people there. And so I think that's one of the best things of our adventure.
We are not only looking for beautiful landscape, we are also looking for this comprehension, to go deep in the culture and...
Every step is a little part of China, of comprehension for us.
Yeah.